Well, the big thing we're going to be tracking today is going to be that dangerous fire weather that we could be looking at unfolding. And some of these winds really start to pick up here later on this afternoon. With that, again, the National Weather Service has issued a red flag warning for us here for most of us in mid-Missouri. That goes into effect at noon, and that'll go all the way until 6 o'clock. Again, advising highly against doing any sort of outdoor burning later on today. The reason for that, again, it's going to be downright windy, and it's been dry here over the last couple of weeks across mid-Missouri. It's been a struggle to pick up anything in terms of real meaningful rainfall over about the last 30 days. So we have plenty of dry fuels, those leaves, those tree branches. Again, a lot of that vegetation is very dry out there, and it can ignite fairly quickly as we get into this afternoon. What's not helping matters out is going to be these winds, and that's where it starts to become a little bit more dangerous. Some of these, again, those small grass fires can get out of hand fairly quickly with some of these wind gusts getting up around 40 miles an hour later on this afternoon as a cold front approaches. But again, it is going to help us in terms of temperatures here as we continue to keep an eye on some of those fire conditions later on today. It's going to get back into those low 80s here, those winds out of the southwest. But as we get into tonight, again, could be looking at a little bit of help here in terms of some meager rainfall amounts. Latest around the future track, though, temperatures falling back into the 50s as those clouds really start to thicken back up as we continue to look at some of those light rain chances here, possibly, especially east of Highway 63 as we get into tomorrow morning. But it's going to be fairly short-lived and fairly light in nature, a lot like what we've seen over the last couple of weeks. Looking at Rain Tracker, again, kind of spells out the story. Some light amounts, again, not going to be putting much in terms of a dent in some of those dry conditions we've been tracking over mid-Missouri over the last 3 to 4 weeks here. So what we are going to be looking forward to and continuing to kind of cross our fingers that this stays in the forecast, that ABC 17 Storm Track 7-day forecast, those little more meaningful rain chances Sunday into Monday into Tuesday of next work week. That's what we're going to be tracking. That's what we're going to be looking forward to, is maybe putting an end to some of these dry conditions, at least momentarily, as we get into the start of next work week. Until then, staying fairly dry aside from those spot rain chances tomorrow morning. But we're going to be getting pretty cold here as well. Those afternoon highs going to be struggling to get out of the 50s tomorrow and Friday.